All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Nikki Muscle from MitigateStress.com. In this video, we're going to be doing a free workout because I had a lot of people request a free workout. I'm going to give you a little snippet from our paid program, which we haven't released yet. We're updating it again because we're just engineers. We're constantly going over this stuff. It's amazing. We live it, we love it, but we got to release it. But here's a free workout. Here's a little introduction. Here's a little demo, right? So this is an energetics workout. It's a low intensity workout. I want to explain that because this is something you're going to do every single day, multiple times a day, right? That's the point, because you want to have a sustainable routine. This is your sustainable routine. It's your foundation. It's your safety net. You always have a general level athleticism that keeps improving 1% better every single day. And eventually your safety net, your base level, is the highest level athleticism. That's the goal. It's a lower form of inflammation. It's a much safer way of training, much better way to approach fitness. And again, it's way more sustainable. You can carry this into your old age, right? It's the only way to work out in your old age. You have little spurts of intensity here and there. We're going to do that. We're going to thread them through, but methodically and just enough. We get just the bare minimum stimulus, just enough where we can do it every day, right? But we're improving every day. That's the secret. It's just enough every day. But that's the secret. That's the catch-22 is you've got to be consistent every day if you want to change. This is an active recovery corrective. We're going to get started right away. I know I yapped a little bit, but I had to explain it. This is full body integration, meaning we're going to be trying to distribute the tension throughout the whole body evenly rather than all the tension just bunching up in the calves and the Achilles and the feet. We want to address the structure first by getting super tall. We can use Bob, a bookshelf first, to kind of push in the ground and get super tall, chest up, collarbone level, jaw level. We want to make sure that our crown is going towards the ceiling. Brian Tracy even talks about this, like grabbing the spine and lifting it up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are up and out, and they're not compressing, they're not collapsing. None of your structure is collapsing through the bounce. That's the beauty of the bounce, is when you get the structure right, it evenly distributes that tension throughout the whole body. So we're going to start with just lifting the heels up very gently, but you're going to bounce throughout your entire body. I like to use my arms like this, very lightly, up and out with the shoulders, again, creating space. We got to create space and address the structure first, and then fill the vessel with air. The problem is most people, most breathing specialists have it backwards. They never address the structure, or they very poorly address the structure, and then they just have this clamshell of trauma and fascia that's just scar tissue, dehydration, stuck, and they're trying to expand more, and it's just like, it's such a mess. You don't want to do that. You want to address your structure first. Get tall, lift the ribs off the pelvis. You shouldn't be having saddlebags. This is an instant physique lift. This is an instant body fat reduction. It literally is. You're literally removing your saddlebags because that's a postural issue. Lift your ribs up. You shouldn't have any tension in your neck. You can also push the tongue to the ceiling. I'm kind of stepping right now. This is also part of the workout. We're actively moving. Let's go back to the bounce. Then we're going to go back to the stepping. Bounce is very gentle. Again, make sure these are the circle of cues. You have to run through them constantly, repeat them. And we're doing that through movement. That's the secret. So feet, knees, and hips are in alignment, neutral, hip width apart, not shifting to one side too much, or twisting, or tilting, or arching, or tucking too much. We're shifting our hips back. We're super tall. Again, we can go use a bookshelf. Actively get taller. Tongue to the ceiling, crown to the ceiling. We're breathing, we're expanding. This isn't a warm-up. This is everything. This is strength, this is power, this is hydration, this is ventilation, this is circulation, this is the nervous system on the deepest level. We're ingraining proper movement patterns. And now we can add a little bit more contralateral reciprocation. You can go as light as you want if you just want to kind of bounce like that. A little bit of soft in the knees, sitting the butt back, and a little tiniest air squat you can think of. Nice and tall. And now let's twist. Try this one. Follow me. You can go here, here, or one, you can go higher if you want. Play around with that every now and then. Again, short bursts of intensity. The majority of our training will always be low intensity. But precision is key. And now, You can do RoboCop, I like the RoboCop method, or Running Man. Ah, the core, good. Relax. You can go back to bouncing, shaking, playing. A little bit more loose. You want to be loose and flowy. And now let's do some stepping. All right? So, address your structure. Go through the circle of cues again. Again, level jaw, level collarbone, level pelvis. Lift the ribs off the pelvis. Shift the hips back. We're stepping. We're playing. Ground to the ceiling. You can do this when you're walking as well. Feet knees and hips neutral. Hip width apart. All right, now let's step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Rotate, rotate. That's the point of this. It's getting in sync with your feet. Why does no one practice walking? All right? Just think about that. It's the most important movement you do. It's your human movement blueprint. We're one giant muscle, 600 attachments. This is how you address that. Structure first. Get tall, rotate, boom, 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 boom. A little bit of a lunge. We're gonna add some lunging, some squatting, some hinging. We're gonna do some squat walks. Same concept, a little bit wider though. A little bit different, boom. You can punch, you can reach, internal rotation, external rotation here, thumb out, thumb in here, and then alternate. You can do more neutral. Or you can serve a platter, right? So play with that. This is how we play now. And now we're squatting. If you're level 0, you can just be in that air squat, but just a little bit wider, right? See? If you want to be a little bit more advanced, boom, 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 boom. All right, so now we're gonna lunge. We're gonna do a clock lunge. Squat, lunge, hinge, remember? So, right. $12, or like 10, 11, 9 o'clock. Play with the arms. Try to be more contralateral reciprocation. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Rotate. Right? Rotate. The upper body should be involved with the lower body every single time. There's no reason not to. Rotate. Rotate. You can go as low as you want. You can stay up here. If you're debilitated, you're just really low. Athleticism, you have pain, whatever, doesn't matter, no judgment. I'm gonna start here, just keep moving. Boom. Boom. All right, let's try lunge. Boom. 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 All right. And then finally the hinge. Squat and hinge. Be more upright, more of a squat. Be more bent over, bowing. Flat back though, but sitting the butt back far. That's more of a hinge. Feel it in your hips, your hamstrings. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Play with it. And you can repeat the bouncing, the stepping, again the stepping. Don't forget to go sideways. Play with that, more sideways lateral movements, diagonal. Try to always match the upper body and lower body. Have the structure first. Here's your first workout. I'm not kidding when I say this is the absolute best workout you'll ever do. It's deep, there's a lot of layers to it, but I gave everything you need to know. Your job is to repeat this every single day. Got it? 10 minutes a day. I don't care if it's 1 minute. Remember the movement and method. Remember the movement and way. You can pick whatever you want to do right now. I'm going to keep moving. You can do some bouncing, you can do some stepping, some squat, lunge, hinge, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to do some bouncing gently while I'm talking. The movement and method is all about doing something is better than doing nothing. That's how I got out of my overly procrastinating, overwhelmed, sloth, lazy spell that I was under, is I had to convince myself that doing something is better than doing nothing. Because for my competition days, if I didn't go max effort, my results were nullified, or it was nil, or effort was futile, I guess you could say. So doing something is better than nothing. You have to know these psychological mottos and repeat them, just like the circle of cues in the physicality. You have to repeat these circle of cues in the mentality, or else if you don't program the mind, the body won't follow. So doing something is better than nothing, and do a little bit more each and every day. It's about positive math. If you start with 1 minute a day, that's fine, better than nothing. Do 1 minute, 1 second the next day, 2, 3, so forth and beyond. Positive math. What else am I missing? Anywhere, anytime, right? In between work, do some bouncing. Address the structure though with everything we're doing. Don't forget that, that's the most important part. And then we play within those parameters. The play is the bouncing, play is the stepping, clockwork stepping, just do that. That's weird. Anyways, I'll go through that next time. I'm not gonna refilm this dang video. And then the squat, lunge, hinge, play. Anywhere, anytime. Like, I wish people in the gym could stop training their upper body and just do this, because most people are way overbuilt in their upper body and lacking so much in their legs. And they think, oh, I just gotta stretch. No, you gotta do active recovery correctives. That's what this is. We're actively correcting our posture at the same time while we're recovering, because we're going at such a low intensity. It allows it to be sustainable, where we can improve our performance 1% better every single day. The secret is consistency. Daily consistency is the secret recipe. Daily consistency. Rather than doing 1, 2, 3 times a week, super high intensity, creating that inflammation, and then it's getting stuck, you're not flushing it out. If you want to do that program, you can. This fits into any program. You don't stop your program. This will enhance any program. So if you are doing that, you just add this in every single day. You're going to notice your recovery is way better. Also add some walking. Boom. You can do this on the walk. You can bounce on the walk. Yeah, that's, I'm trying to remember how I bounce on the walk, but yeah. You can bounce on the walk. You can also step, diagonal, sideways, backwards, and all the above. And then you can squat, lunge, hinge on a walk, and do all that stuff. Cool? You need more active recovery. That's the whole premise of this video, and here it is. This is an energetics workout, but it's not just, oh, I'm moving for the sake of moving. I'm moving to improve my power. I'm doing this to improve my power, my strength, my recovery, my hydration, my circulation, my nervous system activation, my full body integration, my connectivity is what I'm trying to say, and my ventilation, my breathability. Oh yeah, everything. Dr. Roger Sperry says 90% of the brain's eating and pooping is directly dependent on the rotation of the spine. So the guy that is in the wheelchair with an IQ of 168 or something, it's a psyop. Anyways, I digress. I'll see you next time. All right, peace.